open the door. I come creeping through the door. I turn right. You dig? I pass the bathroom, you heard me? I go right. Sarah tearing this nigga up, son. I'm talking about fucking the shit out of Fred. And Fred, she riding Fred, and Fred looking at me, and he's sucking his dumb and shit. I was joked out, son, you heard me? And then Sarah...
Nah, this is a crazy story. Yo, hold on, I'm dead. I'm looking at Fred. Nah, hold up, yo. All right, so Chopper from the band, y'all remember making the band? He's now doing an interview where he's airing out everything, all the dirty laundry with who's Sarah, who was the light-skinned, cute girl, married and everything like that during the time of the show. Everybody thought she was an innocent chick. He's airing everything out about she was dealing with Freddie P and she was dealing with Diddy all while she was married. Yo, bro, this is crazy. This is great. Check this out.
And I don't know if this is true. This is something I heard behind the scenes. But I heard Sarah, she was messing around with Freddie P.
Yeah, she did. Fred definitely knocked it down for sure. But that's how it all started, though. You heard me? That's how it all started, bro. It started with Fred knocking it down. That's when I looked at Sarah like a totally different type of woman. Because in my mind, growing up, you heard me? I thought like the married people were like 100 forever together, you dig? And Sarah, low-key, high-key, triple-key, changed my perception of how I see women, you dig?
Yeah, that definitely happens sometimes when you come to the realization of seeing a woman who you think is pure and a woman who you think is like outside of the norm, and like, all right, this is the model woman, like when I get older, this is the model wife that I'm gonna look for type of situation. That could really scar you. Man, I've seen one of those situations where your whole like belief in everything is like, what? You did that? I thought you were better than that. Like, yeah, I've been in one of those situations for sure. These things scar us too, women.
And I hate to say that, yeah, but changed my whole perception, because I remember Fred, you did, and Fred, don't judge me, baby. I love you, but Chop gonna keep it real. And that was a wild life we had at that moment. So keeping it real and, telling the history of our life, our journey is dope to me. So
yeah, they were definitely the youngins during that time too. They were like early, like Chopper was like early teens, Fred was like early 20s. So these was young dudes getting money on television, like they were living it up. I could imagine the stories that they shared.
So I'm going to say it. Fred was like, Chop. He's like, sit it. I fucked Sarah. I said, no, you didn't, bitch. He said, yes, I did, nigga. I said, no, you didn't. He was like, I did. I fucked Sarah. I said, how much you want to bet you ain't fucked Sarah? He said, I'll bet my show money. And that's how me and Fred used to get down. Our bets used to be the show money with each other. So he was like, let's bet the show money. So I was like, all right, cool. So the next city we went to, you heard me, the deal was this here. Fred was going to leave a latch, so it could be compatible with the door, so I can be able to walk in, And
that's how you know they was young, because when you young, that's the type of games you play. Like, definitely some young nigga stuff. Like, when you young, you be like, yo, I'm gonna let you see it so you know. Because mind you, this is like sidekick era. This is like like people having cameras everywhere. People like making a sex tape was like real effort. Like, you had to really like hold on to something, you know what I mean? Or it would be mad grainy. You couldn't really tell what it was. So yeah, this was a different time where niggas was being niggas, but at the end of the day, this how young niggas was doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, of course it's a new era now. We're in light, and we would never nowadays we would never, but this is what young guys do. And probably still do in college.
If I walk in and see it, I lost the bet. And basically that's exactly what happened. We went to another city. We was actually in New York City, and we standing in a hotel. And Fred texted me, and back in the G, it used to be sidekicks. Remember sidekicks?
Yeah, I remember them, yeah.
Yeah. Fred hit me on that was the shit. You hear me? But Fred hit me on the sidekick and was like, Nick, I'm in the room. Come on, I left the latch open for you. So I'm excited. I ain't gonna count with you, brother. I'm excited. You did, because I always wanted to see Sara naked. I'm sorry, I did. So I'm coming over there. I'm creeping. You did. I'm creeping and excited. I can't wait.
Nah, the fact that he admitted, like, yo, I always wanted to see Sara naked. Like, bro, I've been there. When you knew a chick that you, a real homie, right? A real friend. This is my audience is a lot of men. So let's just talk. This is a safe space, right? A real homie. Sometimes when you not the one who get to knock her down, but you know your boy knocking her down, like, there's still satisfaction in that. Cause I don't know what it is. Niggas get out of that. But niggas be like, damn, I wanted to smack, but you hit? Word, she get what? Like, you almost live vicariously through your peoples, right? You like, yo, what? And why you smacked it in the back of the car? Why she started getting at you? What? Yo, she was talking to you like that? What? It was what? It was like, yo, son, yo, it's been chicks that I definitely was interested in, like, yo, I would tear her up if that came this way, but she went the other way with the homie, and the homie came back with the intel. And I was like, word, she give it up like that? Next time you look at her, you looking at her almost a little, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know what you about now. I know you freaky.
I open the door. I come creeping through the door. I turn right. You did. I pass the bathroom. You heard me? I go right. Sara tearing this nigga up, son. I'm talking about fucking the shit out of Fred. And Fred, she riding Fred, and Fred looking at me, and he's sucking his dumb and shit. I was joked out, son. You heard me? And then Sara.
Nah, this is a crazy story. Yo, hold on, I'm dead. I'm looking at Fred. Nah, hold up, yo. My condolences to the man who married this woman. But sometimes you gotta laugh at life, bro. Sometimes you gotta laugh at life. This is why. She said he was fucking dumb, Fred.
I made a mistake and walked backwards, you dig? And when I walked backwards, it was probably some M&Ms, you heard me, or some Skittles, you dig? And I made a mistake and stepped on it, and Sara looked back and jumped off Fred. It was like, oh my God, you know, and crying by the wall and shit. I'm like, Sara, say, bro, it's all gravy. I don't care. I was like, I already know. She said, you already knew? I said, yes. Fred said he already done it before. Fred, you running your mouth and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Fred used to knock Sara down.
Yo, he was like, yeah, Fred already told me. Fred's still over there with his thumb in his mouth. Fred don't give 2 fucks. He the one who is enjoying this whole situation probably the most. He's probably like, yo, this is hilarious. I'm blowing her up. This ain't my chick anyway. She married, so we could dead all that facade. She running around here acting like the goody two shoes. He like, it's all good, Sara. That's hilarious.
For sure. Yeah, freeze the shot of Sara. No doubt about it. Tell her what's up. Fred loves Sara, dog. He used to love Sara. Facts.
Why they didn't make it official?
Because Sara was married. How you gonna make something official when you got a family to go home to? You dig? And her husband would have gone and tried to kill her. He would have found that out. But we kept that a secret a long time around there. We did as long as we could. You heard me? But everybody know Fred was knocking it down. Believe that.
Damn, that's crazy. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. As a married man, I could keep it a buck with you. Like, this is why I don't put it past no female that she's cheating or sleeping around. I don't put it past no female. And I'm married. Now, do I give my wife 100% trust and hope and pray that she never do no craziness? Absolutely. It's like giving somebody your credit card. Like, you praying that they don't max you out, but at the end of the day, you understand, once I hand this trust over to you, you have the ability to do whatever it is that you want with it. You could treat it with the best of care, or you could run all over it and triple it and have me looking crazy and have me, you know what I'm saying, have me all messed up in the game, have me all fucked up. Now, that's just what it is. So it's like, I'm not laughing at the married man in the situation, but that's life, yo. Sometimes you gotta laugh at some of the craziness that comes with it, because it's like, you never know. Like, yeah. So never put it past anybody that they capable of cheating. Like, if somebody come to me right now and be like, yo, I just saw your wife cheating, I would be fucked up about it, but I wouldn't be like, hey, no way. Like, because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't put that past nobody. I done seen some of the most pristine, like the people that you think is like CEOs of companies, they sleeping around with this chick. Like, yo, you can't put it past anybody, bro. Niggas be gay on the low, like, people, it's crazy. And then you put her in that world where she young, she around people getting money, she around all types of influences. Yeah, she gave it up, bro.
Facts. But Fred, what really happened though, Fred started feeling the way, you know, when Diddy started knocking it down, Fred wasn't feeling that shit. He gonna say.
And another thing, don't embarrass me and having me coming around these dudes all the time, knowing that when I'm not around, he tear you down and you riding them up. You like, what? That's what I be saying, man. Y'all fuck with that platonic shit? Y'all fuck with that platonic friends thing? Like, y'all trust y'all significant other to have a bunch of female and male counterparts and friends that they work closely with? Like, y'all cool with that? I do some work on myself when it comes to stuff like that. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Say you don't remember when Diddy knocking it down and started feeling the way, but he was knocking it down and Fred started feeling the way. So that was enough. That was the end of the Fred and Sara era, you know, when Diddy started just fucking. Facts.
So when Sara and Freddie P was messing around, I remember on Making a Band, her husband, he used to come on the show. Was they messing around at that time too?
No, absolutely not. I think, in my opinion, I think her husband knew what was down with Sara as a person. So I think that he was trying to protect her. You dig? Protect her from embarrassing herself. And that's just my opinion. You dig? He was trying to protect her from embarrassing herself, which eventually ended up happening anyway, because the more that he wasn't around is the more she started doing her. Because I'm starting to feel like, nah, she was probably trying to run from him. You dig? So when he wasn't able to be in control on Making a Band, like how he's normally in control, obviously in her life, you know, she was running like a free slave, and she was cutting the fuck up because obviously she must hated her life back then. But in my opinion, I think, just my opinion, and I don't do no capping, you dig? I think that her husband at that time, he done everything right for her, you know, laced her up. He took care of her. You know, Sara didn't come into the band struggling, you know. She came into the band with money. Sara already had buku money. And, you know, they hold a wiggle, they had money. So Sara ain't have a worry in the world. And I think that he was just trying to protect her from embarrassing herself, which she ended up doing anyway. So yeah, that's what happened. The more they got Sara's husband away from him, was the most Sara was able to kind of thought out a little bit.
Sounds kind of like Cassie and Ryan Leslie, right? When she came in with her boyfriend and they figured out a way to wedge a gap between them, and now she was with Diddy. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, facts though. That's just my opinion. Say, bro, after I seen Sara do all that there, I couldn't look at women the same way, and that sucks. But it just made me look like, damn, even the married women be out here cutting up. And that maybe it did traumatize me. Mind you, I was a young dude. I wasn't over 21. I wasn't none of that. I was young. So you dig? I seen a lot of shit there growing up, but I never seen a married woman cut up like that. I never seen it. You dig? And that made me say, damn, even a married woman, I think married women sometimes be the worst ones. Yikes. Yikes. Me up.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like men have this fairy tale image of what a wife is supposed to be like in our mind, right? That's why a lot of us discard of so many different women that we meet in our path in life, because we know that, like, nah, you picked it, you looked at it, nah, this ain't it. Picked it up, looked at it, nah, this ain't it. So it's like you have this image already in your mind of what the wife is supposed to look like. Some have it where it's like a physical attribute. Some have it where it's like characteristic attributes. Some have it where it's like down to like the certain things, the genes, like she got blonde hair, she got it's so many different things, you know. She's a charitable person, so many different things that people look for and will know this is it when they meet that woman. That's what the whole love at first sight concept is about, right? Like she checked all the boxes, the physical criteria, the vibe was there, the aura was there. I thought that was the one. So that's, that could be traumatizing for especially young men when you find out that doesn't live up to what your expectation is when you see it in somebody that you admire, right? So I think that's where it really came from. He probably admired her and her husband's situation to a degree, and then to see that image shattered really, did something to him where it made him feel crazy. Because it's like I've been in situations where like men have come around and somebody smashing this dude woman or this dude wife, and she's still bringing dude around, and you're just like, damn, this is crazy, this is awkward. Because that sucks when that happens. That'd be the worst situation right there. Like, don't do me like that. Like, you cheat on me, you go deal with another dude. I'll be able to take that on the chin more than you have me still pulling up to this dude coming to your co-worker functions and dapping him up, and he's smiling in my face, knowing that the second I turn my head, he giving you that look like, I'm gonna bust your ass later, right? Bringing this nigga in here, I'm gonna show you what, like, you know what I mean? Like, woo, that's nasty. That's nasty. So he had to deal with that, dealing with Fred and with Diddy. I wonder if he sensed it when it came to Diddy. Look what Chopper said about how she was dealing with Diddy.
But speaking of the bed, your bedmate Sara, she did an interview for a documentary saying that Diddy violated. You seen it?
I'ma be honest. You heard me? I can't be a person that I can't do that. I just can't be fake, bro. So I'm gonna keep it G. It's all respect and love for Sara, But at the end of the day, I would say I don't think that's true. And the reason why I would say that there is because at the end of the day, Diddy used to come down. We had the making the band Penthouse. This one we already made the band. You dig? Diddy used to come downstairs like 3-4 in the morning, bruh, and tell Sara, like, come on. And she'll get up and she'll go with him. And then she'll come back down about 4 hours later, hair messy, makeup all smeared up, drunk, and look like she got period. And she did that at least 3 to 4 times, multiple times. So
God damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. Damn. Damn, Diddy? Why you doing my boy like that, man? Nigga coming down. Hey, come here, babe. Come here, baby girl. Wanna be a star? Wanna go to the free course? Damn.
I don't think that that's true that man violated her. I think that she was ecstatic, she was bucked up, and she couldn't wait to fuck him. And that's just my opinion. And everybody used to talk about Sara fucking Diddy anyway around the bad boy office. So I don't think that's true. And there's no disrespect to Sarah, but 100 is 100. You got to keep it real, yeah. And I just don't feel like Sarah was telling the truth because I've seen it with my own eyes, Did it fucking on that girl buku times, and she was not feeling violated or nothing. She was happy, facts, and she thought that, you heard me, courtesy of her fucking on him, that she was going to get privileges, and did it drew it to the side like she was nothing. And no offense to Sarah, but that's just my opinion, and that's my truth, and I'm keeping it real. I don't think Diddy violated her. Facts. Because Sarah used to get drunk, and Sarah used to get drunk on her own. Like on Making the Band, that was, and Sarah, and shout out to Sarah though, but that's the first time.
Niggas always say how you gonna say shout out to shout out to Sarah though, even though I'm about to keep it a buck. I mean, he's not really kicking her back in, right? Because he's telling his story, he's telling his truth. This is his life that he experienced, the things that he's witnessed. But damn, if it just don't suck to hear for her husband though. Fuck.
Time I had alcohol in my life with Sarah, and I had a Long Island iced tea. That was my first drink in my life. I hated weed smoke, I hated alcohol, I hated all that shit growing up. And I grew up in the ghetto, and I hated all that shit. But when I got around Sarah, I started drinking, and to this day I still drink. Bad habit, but I kind of like it. But yeah, bro, Sarah used to get drunk, and she tend to do things she shouldn't be doing as a married woman. And I'm just gonna say at the end of the day, that's what I seen, that's what I know. And it is.
Let the chopper loose. He said Sarah was doing things that she shouldn't have been doing as a married woman when she was getting wasted. Damn.
That's what it is. Sarah used to get drunk, get freaky, and do things she shouldn't have been doing. So did it violating her? That's cap. She was excited to do it. Facts.
And I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody told me behind the scenes that she was messing around with Genuine. You know anything about that?
All right, so I'm going to say this here. And like, you see how you asked me about Diddy and Sarah? I 100% confirmed that because I used to see her come down looking like she got and then word around Bad Boy was she was getting by him. With the Genuine situation, we was in Mobile, Alabama, you dig? And Genuine stayed a couple doors down from me, and Genuine knocked on my door. And when he knocked on my door, he was like, "What's down, Chop?" I'm like, "What's down, bruh?" He was like, "Say, what's Sarah at?" Like, I don't understand how that went that way. Why would he say that there? But he knocked on my door and said, "What's Sarah at?" I'm like, in my mind, because back in the G, Sarah was married, and in my mind, I thought Sarah was like the goody two-shoe look, pretty woman ever, innocent. And when he said that to me, I'm like, "Nick, what?" And he was like, "Nick, got 2 girls in here." He said, "I got 2 girls in here. Tell me what room Sarah in. You heard me? And you can come in here and these bitches." And I'm young and dumb, so I kind of took him up on that offer, and I went into the room. Crazy, but I went into the room and knocked both of the bitches down. Pause, but that low key was like in that motherfucker watching and playing 50 Cent on a laptop. It was wild. But I'm young and dumb, and I'm fucking, back in the G, fucking bitches with your partners and all that shit. That used to be cool back in the G. You dig? So I didn't look at it like a bad thing. I looked at it like I'm living rapper heaven. I'm fucking too hard. You heard me? And after that shit was over with, you dig? I told him what room Sarah was in. And I'm just gonna say at the end of the day, he left out of his room and he came back in his room hours later. So I don't know what happened. He could have been walking in the park, but I doubt it. That's just my opinion about it. Facts. And it's nothing against Sarah though. I don't ever want to make it seem like, you dig? But at the end of the day, facts are the facts. Facts are the facts. It is what it is. Facts are the facts. I think Sarah was dotting. I think Sarah was fucking who she wanted to. Well, and that's just my opinion. So that did it violating the situation? Say, bro, I don't think that's true because when she got drunk, she got a little wicked. So that's all I'm gonna say about that with Sarah. She's a little freaky girl, ain't she?
So that's Chopper's version of events of what happened. He thinks Sarah is capping with her allegations against Diddy. And man, for a married woman, sounded like she was really, really active during them years. What y'all think, man? Niggas let her tell these old stories sometimes and it can be messy, but hey, it was his life. He just telling his experiences, man. What y'all think, man? Y'all get in the comments. I don't know what to say about this. I just pray I never get done like this, bro. Food for thought. Y'all do the dishes until next time. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. The channel's growing rapidly. I need you rolling with me.